Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going thrifting around town, hoping to find some good stuff to resell on eBay. And I'm super excited because today I am with my brother Josh, who's another eBay seller, and we're both going to try to tag team and see what all we can find for our businesses. So, hope you enjoy the ride, and here we go. So once again, I'm back with Josh and we're going thrifting. Josh has been an eBay seller for how many years now?
I think I've been doing it for about 5 or 6 years.
5 or 6 years.
Past few years, mainly hitting it a little bit harder, so not as long as my brother over here, but
I've been going for about 9 to 10 years on eBay. But if you're interested in checking out Josh's store, his store is Prestige Worldwide, right?
Yes, that's correct. Prestige World-Wide.
Prestige World-Wide, after the cinematic masterpiece Step Brothers with Dale and Brendan Doback. So Josh, today I was thinking we could have a little fun while we're thrifting and have a little bit of, not as much of a competition, but just kind of have some thrifting fun. You want to have a contest?
That sounds good.
Well, I thought we could, of course, do what we always do and see who can find the highest dollar item. That's fun anytime that you're thrifting because you're trying to see who can make the most profit. But I also thought it would be fun to try to look for like the craziest or the funniest item too. You want to look for the most ridiculous thrift store find?
Sure.
All right, so we'll have a contest to see who can find the highest dollar find and the most ridiculous or funny type thrift store item as well.
No, you're fine. It's not bad. $2. We'll go for it. That guy looks a little bit cheaper, but that brand's not as good as Modelo. But for Modelo, for $2, we'll go with that. And over here, also found another pump. $2 on that one as well. So we'll grab the Modelo and that one. Not a bad find.
All right, so we are about 2 or 3 thrift stores deep and gonna keep on going, hit as many as we can across town. All in all, I think we're doing pretty good so far. How did you do at that last store, Josh?
I didn't do too bad. I got a calculator here for $2. Should
Nice.
sell it for about 20. And I got a few gaskets for $1.50 a piece. These will sell for about 20 or 30.
Nice, good job.
So I got 3 of those. Not too bad.
We'll keep going at it and try to find some more stuff. We're almost to our next thrift store. Here where we're at in Central Florida in this small town called DeLand, there's about 5 or 6 thrift stores we can hit up all right close to each other. So gonna make more of a day of it.
What do you got there, Josh? Some kind of chuck. Real chuck. There's a lot of parts along here, especially like motors. Got like big old motors up here on the top. These all look really good. I'm gonna look through some of these because sometimes motors do really, really well. Here's an entire kit, $40. There's a bunch of little smaller motors in it. Might take a chance on that. Looks pretty good. Now we are at Goodwill, which is one of my least favorite thrift stores just because it's so corporate and such a chain. But we're gonna give it a shot. We can find stuff here from time to time. And this one's actually a pretty good one, so we'll give it a shot. They're pretty wild. Aren't they sweet? Pretty sweet pants you got there, Josh. Alright, so we're done at Goodwill. I did not really find anything. Maybe I went in with a pessimistic outlook, but I never do well at Goodwill, it seems. I'm not really into much of selling clothes and stuff like that, or shoes. I do sell shoes, but not a whole lot. But once again, I kind of went in with a bad attitude and of course busted. Josh found a cool baseball glove though.
Found a cool vintage glove. Got it for $3.
He's the king of selling baseball gloves. He picks them up all the time cheap and sells them for probably what, $30 on average?
Yeah, sometimes they can go for more, but usually all of them will have like a little number there that you can identify pretty easily. So
yeah, good tips.
It's a good be on the lookout thing.
I honestly don't think I've ever really sold many baseball gloves, so I'll have to branch out a little bit more because you've always done really well with them.
Yeah, you just gotta look, you know, some are not good, some are.
We have another stop or two we're gonna try, and hopefully we can pick up a couple more things before the day is over. So let's go ahead and try a couple more. All right, this next place we're gonna go to is kind of just a random hole in the wall. I wouldn't even really call it a thrift shop. There's a ton of just random stuff everywhere. But sometimes you can find some good stuff here. So we're gonna dig deep and really dig through the piles and try to see if we can find something. That might be the best part of the day so far. Somebody's cherished moments.
Oh wait, we can't forget the boy.
Can't forget him. That's a good one. She's my favorite, I think. I love it when you walk into a place and all of the mildew hits you so hard you feel like you're gonna die. It is very musty in here and it is packed from floor to ceiling, but we're gonna see if we can find something. What'd you find, Josh?
I got a prop right here that I don't know how much they're asking, but
Might be worthwhile.
it might be.
So find out, ask the price. I'm gonna check out the price on this, see what it is. Looks like a traction table. I wonder if that's real or not. North Face jackets are faked a lot, but for $2, it might be worth it. If not, I could even give it to Ashley. So we'll take a chance on it, I think. All right, so we are at our last stop of the day, and we're gonna try to stop into a brand new thrift store that I've never gone to before. Saw it driving by on my way home the other day and gonna give it a shot. So let's see if we can find anything worthwhile.
You can't wear flip-flops.
You can't wear flip-flops in this one?
Apparently.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Oh my God.
Give it a snack. Look at that thing. What do you think, Josh? This is crazy. Did not expect to go in and find a pig inside of a thrift store. Needless to say, we didn't get anything in that store. I don't even know what to say, but definitely one of the more interesting things that I've ever seen.
All right, so we're back home. I'm gonna take everything inside and kind of go over everything that I bought and share with you what I think I'll make. The little guys are here. You guys excited to see what me and Uncle Josh bought today? Yeah. All right, let's show everybody what we got. All right, all in all, we had a pretty good day thrifting, found quite a few things, and now we're gonna talk about how we think we did with our little challenge that we gave each other. We were looking for the craziest or funniest thing, and also who could find the most expensive thing, right? Mm-hmm. So starting off, I think I probably lucked out and found the most expensive item to resell. I found a part that I only paid $8 for, and I'm hoping to sell it for anywhere from $200 to $300. And I'll show you what that is here in a minute. But moving on to the funniest or craziest thing, what do you think, Josh?
I don't know, that pig was wild.
I gotta say, I never expected to see a pig inside of a thrift store. Definitely caught me off guard, but I'm gonna say that doesn't count because we both kind of found the pig at the same time.
Yeah, the smell kind of gave it away.
Oh man, I don't know, but I'm gonna give you the win for the funniest or craziest item. I really think those pictures of that vintage cheesy 80 family,
that was pretty sweet.
They gave me a good laugh. I'm gonna give you the win for the craziest find.
That was fun.
Didn't expect to find somebody's family glamour shots. Those were pretty good. So now Josh is back home and he's probably already getting a jump start on listing his stuff and beating me to making some of that profit. But I wanted to take a little bit of time now and go ahead and dive into some of the things that I bought and get really specific with how much I spent and how much I think I'm gonna make on everything that I purchased. Now the first item that I found in the thrift stores I thought was really cool. It is this giant solid metal ice bucket. It's Oriental, made in Japan, and I only paid $5 for it, and I'm pretty certain that I can get at least 50 bucks to it. If depending on how long I want to hold on to it for, I think I can even make upwards of $100. This thing's heavy, it's gonna cost quite a bit to ship, but I'll charge whoever's buying it shipping, and I think I can still make an additional 50 to 100 bucks on this item right here. Now at that same thrift store, I actually found a couple of maternity breastfeeding pumps, and I paid $2 for each of them. One of them, actually both of them were name brand. The first one was Medela, I paid $2 for it, and this is actually one of their lower model breast pumps, but it will sell for probably about $30. You can sell these things even if they're used. Obviously you probably want to sterilize it, but the cool thing about these is if it comes with attachments and stuff, you want to throw those away, but the actual pump itself, none of the fluids ever touch, and they're perfectly clean. A lot of people might get grossed out by that fact, but I've sold these all the time, and they're really quick and easy to flip. They sell really fast. And if you can get them cheap, like I said, I got this one for $2. You can make anywhere from $30 to $50 on average really quickly. And the other one is in a bag. It's actually a Spectra brand. I've never sold one of this brand before, but it should still bring $30. It's got the charger and everything. Like I said, I'll unplug the hose right here and toss that junk away. And the pump itself, I'll actually sell. Now at the following thrift store that I went to, I found a lot of parts. We actually went to a Habitat for Humanity restore, which I love those stores. If you've watched any of my other YouTube videos, I go to them frequently because I like to sell a lot of hard goods, and typically at those places you can find a lot of really good hard goods to sell. And here it looked like they had gotten a large donation from like a mechanic type shop, and they had a lot of pumps and motors and stuff of that nature for sale. And I picked up a bunch of them. There were a lot more that I didn't buy. I left them on the shelf. They were priced kind of high, 20 to 30 bucks. I may have actually made money if I bought those as well. I actually took a bunch of pictures, and I'm gonna research more of them now that I'm at home because I didn't have really good service or reception at the thrift store, and I didn't want to take a lot of time looking through them, but I'm gonna go through actually and maybe even take a trip back and purchase more of them. But at that store, a couple of things that I bought. I paid $5 for these, and I got two of them. They're a valve to some type of air or pressure type equipment, and they'll sell for 75 bucks a piece. So $10 will turn into 150 here. And then I paid $5 for this part right here. It's actually an air horn. It kind of goes on the wall, and I think it will go to like a fire alarm type piece of equipment, but it should sell for $75 as well. Now the highest dollar part that I actually bought, I only spent $8, and I'm thinking I can make quite a bit of profit on this part right here. It's actually a regulator to a pump. It's kind of circular, has different electrical components on it. But these brand new sell for about $350 to $400, and I'm gonna try to price it at $250 or best offer, and I should make quite a bit of money right here. Now, another thing I bought at the Habitat was a bag of garage door opener remote controls. I paid $2 for the entire bag, and there were actually, I think, 5 different controls in the bag. They're the type that clip onto your car, and also the kind that install onto your wall. And each of these will make me anywhere from $15 to $20 a piece. So I'm gonna probably average around $80 to $100 on this entire bag of garage door remotes. They're all brand new, they've got the pull tag on them, and the instructions. They don't have the box, but I'm gonna list them as new or other. And then finally, at that thrift store as well, I also bought an entire case of smaller motors. If you saw in the video, I opened it up and kind of looked through them. In the store, I didn't look any of it up, but I've sold enough motors in my time on eBay to know that even a little motor like this can go anywhere from 20 to 100 bucks. I paid $40 for the entire thing, and I think I counted there were about 15 to 20 smaller parts, and I'm averaging, or I'm expecting that I can probably make anywhere from $350 to $400 based upon the research that I've done now that I'm home on Terapeak, looking at comparable comps of different items like these that have sold. At the following thrift store that I went to, I picked up a medical back brace. This one in particular right here is made by Exos, and it's a Form 2 model, size medium. A lot of times when you open them up, here on the inside, it'll show the size right there. There's normally a little tag inside. I paid $5 for it, and I flip these pretty regularly for anywhere from $50 to $75, even $100. But this one right here should bring me $50. And then at that same store, I also bought this little electronic device. It's actually an anti-aging or anti-wrinkling type device. I paid $4 for it, and there's actually a couple of different parts to the unit inside. And I'm gonna make about $80 after I sell it. It's called a Clarisonic Opal. There's a little like motor type thing and a couple of like applicator tips where you put some type of lotion or cream on it. And there's like a little charger thing, kind of maybe comparable to like an electronic toothbrush. I don't know. But should make pretty good money on that one too. And finally, one of the very last things that I picked up was a North Face jacket. It's a women's jacket, size small. It's more, not really a jacket, more a windbreaker. But I only paid $2 for it. And these, I think I will have no problem selling for $30 or so. So all in all, I think I did pretty good today. If you're wondering how much I spent total, I calculated the total cost of what I paid, and I ended up paying $75 for everything, which I feel is pretty good for as much as I got. Also, I've already gone on Terapeak, and I've done my homework and researched everything that I purchased and calculated kind of what I'm gonna estimate my profits to be at. And if everything goes as planned, I should have no problem making about $1,250 reselling all of this stuff. Now, of course, that's not gonna be automatic income. It's gonna take time to list everything. It's gonna take a lot of time to ship everything. And hopefully, it'll sell quick, but the reality is I could be waiting for a while for all of this stuff to sell. I've got a feeling a lot of it will sell quickly, but there are a couple of items that I may be holding on for a long time. And I don't mind doing that if I know I'm gonna make the money, but all in all, not bad on a $75 investment. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Drop me a comment down below. If you have any questions, also leave a comment and I'll get back to anybody that reaches out to me. I make content like this all of the time, from going thrifting, even to how-to videos on how to sell on eBay. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, consider doing so, and you'll be alerted and notified right away when I drop a new video. Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy selling on eBay. Bye.